perhaps the greatest privilege of being the IPO president is that I get to bestow the Carl B. Horton Distinguished Service Award that was named after a dear friend of mine. It is truly a privilege to honor with this award an individual who has demonstrated extraordinary leadership and dedication to IPO. But before I announce this year's recipient, I'd like to acknowledge the past recipients of this award. These individuals are true legends in the IP world. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you this year's award recipient, Sandra Nowak of 3M. Sandra's service and contributions to the IP industry are significant. Sandra joined 3M in 2005 and currently holds the position of Chief Intellectual Property Counsel for 3M's Consumer Business Group. She is also co-chair of IPO's Women in IP Committee. This committee was formed in 2016 and boasts numerous accomplishments, including holding the title of the largest IP committee to date. Sandra has demonstrated significant leadership from the beginning. In 2019, the USPTO released a progress and potential report outlining trends for women inventors from 1976 to 2016. Later in the same year, the House and Senate held hearings on the topic, and the IDEA Act was introduced seeking to make available on a voluntary basis demographic information in patenting. Then the USPTO Success Act was published with findings and legislative recommendations. Concurrent with all this activity, the IPO's Women in IP Committee was working on the massive task of creating a gender diversity and innovation toolkit. A toolkit designed to bring awareness to the issue of gender disparity and innovation and offer suggestions to help organizations move toward gender parity and innovation faster. Sandra spent countless hours leading a team from the committee in the preparation of this new resource for organizations. In September 2019, the toolkit was published. In addition to working behind the scenes on creating the guide, Sandra testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2019 on the topic of Trailblazers and Lost Einsteins, Women Inventors and the Future of American Innovation. She now has been featured in 7 articles on the topic, including the Star Tribune, IAM, and the Association Now magazine. Finally, she has transitioned from leading the creation of the toolkit to leading discussions and trainings for organizations interested in using the toolkit. So far this year, she has served as a host and moderator for 4 webinars designed for IPO members to learn more how to use this toolkit. As you can tell, Sandra has dedicated countless hours to the important mission of achieving gender parity and innovation. Under Sandra's leadership, IPO is helping to move the needle, which will lead to more innovation and economic prosperity. Thank you, Sandra, for your volunteerism and dedication. This presentation would not be complete without sharing with you a bit of Sandra's personal charm. A few of Sandra's colleagues would like to say a few words.
Sandra and I go back many years at 3M. I first got to know her in my former role as Chief IP Counsel at 3M, and from the moment Sandra joined our IP team, she really made an impact. She was a star and quickly progressed through the ranks to positions of increasing responsibility and leadership at 3M. And the time came where we sat down and Sandra told me that she was interested in extending her reach and influence and really giving to the IP community beyond her role at 3M. And she was wondering what she could do to contribute to the advancement of IP law and policy beyond her work at 3M. And that happened to be right about the same time that IPO had formed the Women in IP Law Committee. We talked about that opportunity and Sandra really embraced it. And in true Sandra fashion, she jumped in with both feet and quickly moved into a leadership role in the Women in IP Law Committee at IPO. And
really excited here to extend my congratulations to Sandra tonight for spreading that message at the IP conferences. Sandra and I have worked together. She's been one of the attorneys that I've worked with across my career at 3M, and she is so fabulous about inclusion all the time, and her excitement is just contagious.
Recently, 3M's Stationery and Office Supplies Division awarded Sandra the Boom Award for her leadership in designing and implementing a process to obtain consumer feedback while also protecting 3M's IP rights. So it's fair to say that it's not often that a client a business partner would award such awards to our IP counsel. So that's also great recognition for her legal advisor role at 3M.
Sandra.
I am so thrilled for this recognition of your work as a champion of diversity in IP law.
You are a tireless advocate for women and minorities in diversity and innovation.
You live the ideal of mentorship, and you've really shown me the value on both sides of the relationship. And as a mentee, you've shown me the value in driving success and confidence.
Your efforts and work towards leading the promotion and adoption of the toolkit in the media, including webinars, conference calls, and testifying in the Senate subcommittee, have been phenomenal and led to a real difference in addressing the diversity gap.
When you talk about the inventorship gap, you give organizations the assurance that not only is this an issue worth tackling, but that it is achievable with the help of the toolkit.
Your efforts are tireless, and without your Herculean efforts, the toolkit wouldn't be what it is today.
Your leadership and commitment to this project was instrumental in developing and bringing the toolkit to the IP community.
Your collaboration with and inspiration of others has led to a real difference in diversity in IP in the country, and I can't wait to see how far it goes. Congratulations.
Congratulations on a very well-deserved honor.
Congratulations, Sandra.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sandra. You deserve this.
You deserve this, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Congrats.
Said congrats.
Sandra is rapidly building a legacy for improving the way organizations leverage their talent by supporting women in the innovation ecosystem. IPO is greatly appreciative of her efforts. It is now my honor to present the Carl B. Horton Distinguished Service Award to Sandra.
Thank you, Dan. When Jess and Dan called me a few weeks ago to inform me that I'd received this honor, I was speechless. To follow in the illustrious footsteps of Carl Horton and my fellow 3Mers, Gary Griswold and Kevin Rhodes, is truly an honor that is beyond words. I'm so thankful to IPO for this amazing and wholly unexpected recognition. I feel immensely privileged to join the ranks of the amazing luminaries in the field of IP law who are past recipients of this award. Carl Horton stated that there is no force to rival that of creative genius. Another aspect of Carl's legacy was service to others. These two tenets, in combination with a strong belief in the value of IP, inspired and continue to inspire me to work with others in IPO and around the world to give a voice to promote, and to protect the creative genius of the diverse inventors in the world whose inventions and contributions are not protected at the same rate as their non-diverse counterparts. It is me you are seeing here today, but I am only one member of a strong and passionate team of IP professionals at IPO and around the world who have committed to changing the trajectory of diversity and innovation. We all share equally in this award, and there are too many people to mention today who deserve recognition for the great work that they have contributed to this effort. But I would be remiss if I did not specifically mention my amazing co-chair of the Diverse Inventors Subcommittee, Michelle Bugbee of Eastman Chemical, and Mercedes Myers of Faegre Drinker Biddle and Reef for their tireless efforts, inspiration, and idea generation. Our team of committed IP professionals has presented at over 50 conferences, webinars, and companies, including creating a roadshow in conjunction with the USPTO to discuss diversity and innovation. Also, this team created the Diversity and Innovation Toolkit, a 96-page reference tool that walks users through the 4 steps of creating a meaningful diversity and innovation program within a university or company. The toolkit includes at least 30 pages of sample programs, presentations, and surveys that other companies or organizations have used when creating their diversity and innovation programs. I am so proud of the amazing work product that this team generated, as well as the positive reviews and attention that the toolkit received within the IP and inventive community, as well as through the press, including interviews with NPR, IAM, IP Watchdog, and the Star Tribune. The strength of this effort relies on the fact that this is an issue that everyone in every company, law firm, and university can get behind and has a role to play. This is an area where we can freely collaborate, as we are stronger together than any of us will be alone. Teaming and collaborating with others around the world on this issue has been a career-defining opportunity for me, and it would not have been possible without IPO or the support of my employer, 3M, to whom I am immensely grateful. We as an IP community need to continue to raise awareness amongst ourselves and with our business and technical colleagues and clients. We need to partner with governmental entities like the PTO and Congress to obtain more robust diversity and innovation data, especially in areas for which there is currently no data, including, for example, the disabled, veterans, and the LGBTQ community. We also need to continue to create and share practical, actionable tools and best practices to address these disparities. I have great hope for these future actions, given the tremendous support of IPO, the passion and dedication of the IP professionals who are IPO members, and the strong global collaboration between IPO, its members, and the PTO. I look forward to working with all of you on this important issue. I wish we could be in person to continue the discussion now, but I'm excited to do so in future years. In the meantime, I hope that you're all healthy and safe. Take care.
Congratulations, Sandra.